What's up again, everyone? This is Krawjin here, and I'm going to be bringing you, actually, this is the first ladder game that I played after playing my first 5 placement matches here. I did get placed into the Gold League right after that. But yeah, so this was just the game literally right after, probably 5 minutes after I decided to actually go one more. I just wanted to see what I couldn't do. So yeah, I'm going to be bringing you this game here. I thought it was a rather interesting game here, if nothing else, just to show that that early Zergling harass, or early Zerg, like Zerg Baneling harassment is really not all too difficult, even if they do break down that main wall to be able to defend against and ultimately come out and win. But yeah, so here, as you guys can see here, I'm actually just shaping up for a fairly standard game, nothing all too special. I was just thinking of, one Rex into potentially a 1-1-1 type deal. I'm not really all too certain whether or not that is all that viable of a build anymore, but I remember the 1-1-1 from when I used to play a good bit anyway, being a very powerful build, so I figured I'd give it a shot here just to see what I couldn't do with it. As you can see here, I actually opted not to scout because the Overlord here actually just floated right over into my base. I was actually able to catch that. He did not pull it away early. So I was able to take from that he was actually down here in this main right here, right close air position actually. My wall was a little bit weird. Going up against a Zerg, I figured I really wanted to have a bunker on the front. I know it probably would have been better to put potentially 2 barracks side by side here, so you'd have a very small choke with a strong wall on either side with a bunker actually positioned right here in between them, with very little surface area for any Zerglings or Banelings to be able to get into. But I opted here to actually go with the supply depot, barracks, and a bunker for a wall, which did ultimately end up working out for me. But yeah, as you can see right here, over on Derp's side, he is just throwing up a spawning pool. He's got his early gas, really no expansion or anything like that. He definitely was looking to go for more of a one base all in type deal, as it looked like it was one base Zerglings and Banelings all in. Just wanted to bust down my front door and roll right in there with some Banelings and do some really heavy economic damage early on in the beginning of the game. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up the production tab here so you could see what was going on. But yeah, nothing all too crazy out of me here. I was playing pretty standard, as I did get a little bit supply blocked here at the moment, which I'm a little embarrassed about. Something that I should not really be doing all that much anymore. But yeah, I got my gas for the 1-1-1, obviously. I do need gas. I was going for Cloaked Banshees to get in there and do some economical damage. We do have an expansion actually coming out for Herpderp here. It is not really all that early of an expansion. It was after the hatch and the gas. But here comes up his Baneling nest, as you can see right here. But yeah, outside of that, really nothing all too big going on at the moment. Just kind of macroing up over here on my base. I did get my 2 gases, saving up for who knows what, to be honest. I did have quite a few minerals. I guess I probably should have dropped those into the barracks that I'm about to put down actually a little bit earlier. But here comes up my first factory, as I'm going to put tech lab here on this factory, and then drop a starport and go ahead and swap the 2 of them so I can get my early cloak as quick as I possibly can. I did drop a command center here, though unfortunately I was not able to actually expand out of this. So this command center here, really all it was used for was additional SCVs and mules. Was pretty much all I was able to get out of it. But I do have that bunker fully loaded up at the front, as I did expect some early Zerglings to be coming up in here. But here comes a hefty amount of Zerglings, and 5 Banelings actually coming up for Herpderp, as he went ahead and poked up in here to see what I had going on. Didn't really see all too much other than a bunker and a very soft supply depot, so it looks like he was ready to just go ahead and roll these Banelings right up inside of here. Fortunately, with this first one, he was actually unable to fully break this. He did take down the supply depot, but with those SCVs up there to take a lot of the damage, he really was not able to do all that much. He does take out 1 single SCV right there, though, with that Baneling. Fortunately, not able to get a whole lot out of that either. But I did go ahead and immediately rebuild my bunker and drop and repair that supply depot. I got fairly lucky here as well, as this choke is just far too small for those Zerglings to really do all that much effective damage here against the supply depot and bunker. But again, he's just relentless with bringing in these Banelings and Zerglings and trying to break down that front door. Again, just off of 2 base, it looks like he's pretty much dropped this second one here just solely for the extra larva. As really nothing else going on. Just mining off of his 1 base. So this pretty much was a 1 base all in. Fortunately here I was actually able to save the supply depot and prevent those Zerglings from being able to stream into my base. Here as you can see I did drop a couple of additional barracks, and I do have my Banshee production on the way with Cloak, which I do have rallied over here to the back of his base. I actually waited for 2 before I went in on this. But yeah, so he's just massing up Zerglings and Banelings here in the front of my base, as I do keep a few SCVs out here, as I do expect him to continue with this Zergling Baneling harass, and I keep them up here just to make sure that I have a few to repair, though it looks like I did send them back after that, as he did not actually push in all that soon. But yeah, so as I continue to macro up here, I do have my very first, actually, it looks like Banshee coming out right here. I do not have Cloak finished at the moment. But yeah, so I'm pretty much just stuck here on the 1 base as a supply blocking myself again, actually. But with this additional 2 barracks, I have a good amount of Marines actually on the field. But he is able to break down and get into my base right here. But with a little bit of positioning along this command center, just to reduce the surface area that these Zerglings are able to get on my Marines, I was able to clean this up just barely, as it was pretty much down to 2 Marines here at the end. I do have, like I said, my first Banshee over here actually, as cloaking has finally finished, but I do wait for that second one before I move in with it. But yeah, pretty much nothing really all I could do with this command center here is, like I said, I just continue to pump SCVs and mules out of it. Was pretty much all I was able to get out of it all game. I do actually bring up some siege tech as well. Unfortunately, that did not actually come into play here in this particular game, as it does not last much longer past when these Banshees are going to be coming into his main. But yeah, so as you can see here, the Zergling Baneling harassment, well, it seems like it used to be extremely effective. If you pretty much just keep them out, you will pretty much have the game. As you can see here, as I brought my 2 cloaked Banshees in, he pretty much GG'd right out, as he had absolutely nothing to deal with those Banshees. But yeah, I just wanted to bring you guys this game, as it was the first game that I played out of my placement matches. This actually was a Platinum level player that I beat. So for the first game coming up and beating a Platinum level player, I was pretty happy with that. But yeah, so I just wanted to bring you guys this game. If you liked it, if you enjoyed it, please give me a like on this video, and yeah, if you like my videos, please go ahead and subscribe. And I do plan on trying to come out with at least 1 video every day, whether it's going to be StarCraft, League of Legends, potentially some WoW. Has yet to be decided. I do plan on ultimately coming up with a schedule as to what I will be attempting to release in the or throughout the week. Also, I'm very excited because I just figured out how I'm able to record these here for you guys in a higher definition, as I can feel like a complete noob actually for not realizing that when you're running fraps, it's difficult for it to record to the same hard drive that it's playing off of. So fortunately, I had a 250 gig hard drive just kind of laying around doing absolutely nothing. So I went ahead and threw that up into my computer, pretty much turned it into a 250 gig flash drive, internal flash drive, and yeah, now I'm able to record to that while I play on the other hard drive, and I am able to record in fairly decent quality, which I'm very excited about. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.